Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic and a fascinating puzzle for today, Dynamic Dots by Niverio. I read through the rules and I'm panicking a bit, but we shall see how that goes. Don't forget to check out all our stuff. We've got in Patreon, the 1st of April brings a new challenge, a new competition, and do check it out. It's really intriguing, I think. That is on Patreon for our $2 and above patrons. Thank you very much to those who are supporting the channel. We are immensely grateful to you. Anybody actually who engages with the channel at all or with the Discord server, we are grateful to, because it just increases the love for Sudoku, which we support fully. And do check out all the links under the video. You can get our apps, you can get Sven's SUDOKU PAD, you can get merchandise, etc, etc, and the way to the Discord server and our catalog, they're all there. But let's look at this puzzle. This is the first link under the video, and it's called Dynamic Dots by Niverio. Now, Niverio's done quite a few puzzles that we've featured on the channel before. Always pretty hard, actually. And did we do dynamic duos? I don't remember. But this is Dynamic Dots, and the rules are fascinating. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Good. Each grey dot, and you can see there are many, represents one of the following 4 constraints. A white dot connects 2 consecutive black digits. A black dot connects 2 digits with a ratio of 1 to 2. A V connects 2 digits that sum to 5, and an X connects 2 digits that sum to 10. Now, those are the crop key and XV constraints. So if you're familiar with those, you'll understand this. If you're not, you will have to kind of appreciate that any one of these dots could be connecting 2 consecutive digits like 3 and 4, 2 digits with a ratio of 1 to 2 like 4 and 8, 2 digits that add up to 5 like 4 and 1, or 2 digits that add up to 10 like 4 and 6. I mean, you would think that there is no way of solving this puzzle, but there's a bit more to the rules. If a cell is connected to different cells via multiple grey dots, each such grey dot must have a different property in terms of which constraint it represents. So this cell is connected to both of these 2 by dots, and that means the 2 dots connecting to those cells have to have different properties. Also, every single grey dot represents exactly one constraint, e.g., 2 and 3 cannot be connected via a grey dot, since the grey dot would be both a valid white dot and a valid V clue. Okay, that's interesting. Yes, 2 and... It doesn't seem to apply to many of the relations, actually, because a V clue uses 2 cells of different parity. So 2 and 3 is possible. But an X clue doesn't, so you won't get 2 consecutive cells in that. And I suppose 1 and 2 would be both consecutive and a black dot. There aren't that many possibles. Not all possible dots are given is the last rule, so there's no negative constraint. I was kind of expecting there would be, actually, but there isn't. No, there probably aren't enough dots. Anyway, I don't know how this is going to play out, but I don't think it's going to be simple. Well, check the video length to get a gauge on that. But I am going to try now. Let's get cracking. And the party seems to be going on in box 1, doesn't it? That's where all the dots are. That's where the action is. So well, not presumably, but I think it's likely that that's where we should start. Okay, when I was running through the possibilities for 1 dot, I started with 3 and 4 and then noticed that 4 is available for all of them. But that might... Is 4 the only number that can connect to 4 other cells? Because this cell, row 2, column 2, is connecting to 4 other cells. I think it's the only one in the puzzle that's doing that. But that's interesting. So I need to run through these in my head quickly. The obviously the consecutive, the white dot could be anything. Well, no, it can't be 1 and 2, and it can't be 2 and 3 for the reasons we discussed at the beginning, because they are valid other dots. So it could be 3 and 4, 4 and 5, 5 and 6, 6 and 7, 7 and 8, 8 and 9. That's quite a lot of possibilities. But the V has very few possibilities. It can't be 2, 3. It's got to be 1, 4. So, right, one of these dots connecting to row 2, column 2 is a 1, 4 pair, because it is a V, because there are 4 dots. One of them must be a V, and therefore there's a 1, 4 pair somewhere here, and therefore the central cell is 1 or 4. Now the central cell can't be 1 because that cannot connect with on a white dot, because it would be the same as a black dot. White dot and black dot would be the same 1, 2. So there is no 1 possibility with either a white or a black dot. So that's a 4. And one of these is going to be a 1. One of them is going to be a 6, because one of them is going to be an X dot. So that's a V and an X dot. Now the white dot could be either 3 or 5, and the black dot could be either 2 or 8, which is annoying. Now, every cell in this box is connected by a dot. In fact, it's sort of a shape I dare not mention. It's sort of, yeah, every one of these cells that are orthogonally connected to 4 is then orthogonally connected to a corner. So, what can one connect? I think I'm going to have to make a physical list of the connection possibilities, because frankly, otherwise I'm just going to be repeating numbers manically in my head all the time, and probably out loud, and you won't love that. So I'll probably try and remember to cut here and hopefully be able to show you a physical list for the rest of the video of the connections. I'll be back with you in a second. Okay, so here is, he says, hopefully, the list of possible connections. And it's a bit shorter than I thought in some areas, although 4 can connect to almost any digit. And I've tried to sort of separate them with commas in terms of the different ways things can connect. Now, one of the more interesting things I noticed is that 5 can only be on a white dot. Now, why is that interesting to me at the moment? Because 5 must appear somewhere in this box, obviously. It could connect to 4, but actually we've worked out that it doesn't, because 4 connects to 6. Oh no, hang on, we haven't worked out that it doesn't. 4 could connect to 5, couldn't it? No, okay, here's why 4 can't connect to 5. Oh, and that's quite interesting. If 4 connected to 5, the only thing 5 can then connect to, well, it's 6, and that's not allowed for 2 reasons. One is that these all connect into the corners, and we've worked out 6 is not in the corner. But the other reason is it would be meaning that the 5 would connect via 2 white dots to 4 and 6. So not only is 5 definitely in a corner, it's definitely in this one, because this is the only cell in this box that only connects via 1 dot. And what I've worked out now that 5 can never in this puzzle connect by 2 dots to anything. Every number can connect by at least 1 dot to somewhere, but 5, for instance, can't be in any of these cells because they all connect via 2 dots to things. Not that one, that one. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to mark this. But 5 can never be in a cell that connects with 2 dots because both dots would be white, and that's not allowed. So this is a 5. And that's the 6 that it's connecting to. And now that I'm looking at my list again, 4 connects in one case to 3 or 5. So one of these, it can't now connect to 5, so it connects to 3 and 1 and either 2 or 8. Now, can I work out what these others connect onto? So 1, which is one of these, must connect onto 9 in an X. 4, 1 is a V, then 1, 9 would be an X. 3 now can't connect onto 6, so it must connect onto 7. So 1 will connect to 9, 3 will connect to 7, and therefore 2 and 8 will connect together. Either here, here, or here. Now, is this right? This cell has 3 connections, and it's not 4. Now, I think only 8, 6, and 3 can have 3 different types of connections. And this is not going to be 6, and it's not going to be 3, which is in one of those cells. So that is 8, if my deductions are right, and that's connecting to 2, based on what we just worked out. And now this becomes a 1, 3 pair, and they are connecting to 7 and 9, and I think that's right. Now, I wouldn't be shocked if I've made a logical mistake there, and feel free to point it out, but I am going to continue because I think that logic is right. Now, what can 8 connect to? 2, well, it's done that. 4, it has to connect to somewhere, and then 7 or 9, oops, in the other cell. It can't connect to both 7 and 9, one single 8, because that would be 2 white dots. Now, 7 and 9. 9 can only connect... Oh, 9 can connect to 1. No, hang on. 9, if 9 was there, it would be connected to 1. That would be an X. So it couldn't be a 1 here. It would have to be an 8. 7 can connect to 3, 6, or 8. But look at this. 7, if it was there, would be connected to 3. That would be X. So you couldn't put a 3 here. And you obviously can't put a 6 here. So this is 8 under any circumstances. And now we go back. What does 8 connect to? It connects to, 7 or 9, and then 2 and 4. Oh, we know which way round they go. So 2 there, 4 there. Now this can't be a 4, and this 8 had to connect to a 4. So the 4 is there. And this is 7 or 9. Now I had a weird thought a moment ago, and I think this might be right. I was thinking that if you have a 3 here, you can never have a 3 here in a cell that's connected. Because there's a connection from there to both of them, I don't think you can have an identical digit between those two because it would be the same connection. That's right, because the connections are limited to one connection. It would obviously be the same type of connection. That's not allowed. So that might be useful later. For instance, those two can never be the same, and those two can never be the same, and those two. And that's a weird property of this rule set. Oh, we've got 7, 9 pair. But I mean, this... Oh, the drilling starts. Right, this can be from... These cells can't be 7, 9, 2, or 8, or 4. So they're from 1, 3, 5, and 6. Now, they can't involve a 1, because that only connects to 4 and 9. 5 would only connect to 6, but 6 can connect to either of the others. 3 can't connect to 5. So one of these is a 6. But it could be a 6, 5 dot or a 3, 6 dot. Now, up here, 7 and 9. Is that the same as here? Almost. 9 can connect to 1 or 8, but it can't connect to 1 here because it would be a 9 by virtue of that being a 1. So this is 8 if this is a 9. Now down here this had to be 8, but that was because 6 was sitting here. 7 would be on the end of a 3, 7 pair, and it couldn't connect to 3 therefore, but it could connect to 6 or 8. So this isn't so clear cut. This could be 6 or 8. Oh, crumbs. How do you now move on? I'm looking across the grid at these dots and this dot and down at this set. Okay, let's have a look here. This might not be right, but let's have a look here. What can this be? It connects to either 3, 5, or 6. Now there are, okay, there aren't that many. Oh, there's only 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 that connect to 3, 5, and 6. It's a good thing I made a list. Now, what's interesting about this is it can never be the same as either of these. Oh, and is it true here? This connects to... Oh, hang on. 5 can't be in either of these cells. I said earlier, 5 can never be in a cell that's double connected because it would have to connect with 2 white dots. So that is a 3-6 pair. Why don't I remember my own lessons to myself? Now, I'm going to say that this... In fact, where's 5 in this box? It's got to be here. Because now it can't... Oh, hang on. 5 could connect to 6 there. No, it's in one of those two. Right. But this, I think this now can't be 3 or 6. Because of this rule I've come up with that it can't connect. Yeah, if they were both the same, this would have the same 2 connections. That's not allowed. And if that was the same as that, it's obviously not allowed by Sudoku. So that can't be 3 or 6. That's 5 or 7. Now that doesn't mean this is a white dot because it could be an X with a 3-7 pair. So there seem to be 3 possibilities bridging here. Now this, though, if that's this can't be a 5. Again, it's on 2 dots. Wake up. That's a 7. There we go. That doesn't tell me whether this is 3 or 6, irritatingly. This one is 5 or 7. This one joining to a 7. Right, it's not the same as that. It's 3, 6, or 8. It can't be 3 or 6 for the... Oh, hang on. No, it can't be 3 or 6 because imagine it was a 3 and this was a 3-6 pair. This is a 3-6 pair. It couldn't be a 3 with a 3 being there because that 7 would join with the same dots to both. And it obviously couldn't have a 3 there and a 3 there. Same applies to 6. That's an 8. That makes this a 6. That must join to a 7. And we've finished box 1 suddenly out of the blue. 9 and 1 there, I reckon. Wow, this puzzle is weird. Right, 1 in this box seems to be here. That's a 3-6 pair. This is 5 or 9 by just Sudoku. And the fact that we've got a 3-6 pair here. God, it's so hard to work out what to look at in this puzzle. Oh, I'm just going to take a moment to think now. What can that... If this is a 5, that's a 6, that's a 3. I think we're obeying the rules. Ah, this can't be a 6, of course. This is a white dot between 8 and 7. So we can't have another white dot there. Oh, gosh. 6 here. It doesn't actually decide whether that's 5 or 7, but never mind. This has become 9 ever since that was 7. I should have spotted that. 5 and 7. There we go. Done 2 whole boxes. And I feel great, except I'm now getting a bit anxious that none of the cells I've filled in is connected by a dot. Or that, you know, there are no negative constraints, so we need to find positive ones. Right, let's fill in the triples down here. 2, 3, 7, 6, 8, 9, and 1, 4, 5. Now this cell can't be a 4 for the only given in the grid. Now what about here? This, if that's a 1, this is going to have to be 9 because 4's gone in the column. If it's a 4, there are a lot of possibilities. Oh, hang on. Can this be a 9? No, this can't be a 9 because that can't be 8, obviously. And if this was 1, it would be because, well, 9 would then be connected to 2 1s. So actually, okay, I'm not saying this can't be a 9, but this can't be a 1. Because that would need a 9 here and a 1 here, and these two white dots would be the same. So it can obviously be a 4. It can't be a 5, because 5 connects to 4 or 6. So we've got this cell. That's a 4. Oh, that's weird. Right, now 4 can connect to lots of things, but 8 and 6 are ruled out. So this is 1, 2, 3, or 5. I doubt that's going to lead to much down here. This could be a 9 if that was a 1. If it was a 2, oh, the 2's not possible because you can't put 4 or 8 here. 3, no, you can't put 4 or 6 or 7 below it. 5, no, because you can't put 4 or 6 below it. It is a 1. And this is a 9. My goodness, we're away. Right, these two can't be 2s, so the 2 in the column is there, and that's a 3, 5 pair. There's no way this can be a 5 because that would have to be 4 or 6, so we've done column 4. 3 is connected to 4, 6, or 7. Oh, this is so weird. Right, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7 here, but we know that 5 can't be in these cells because they're double joined. So 5, and those can't be 7. 5's definitely in one of these with something. These are from 2, 3, 6, and 7, but 2 does not connect to 3, 6, or 7. So that is a triple. This is a 2, 5 pair. These are a 1, 8, 9 triple. They can't be a 1, 8 pair, so they definitely include a 9. So this is either 9, 1 or 9, 8. What can this be then? Well, it can't be... it can't be any of these 3 digits because by the rule of double joining, those two can't be the same. So this can't be the same as that, or obviously either of these, and that's a 189 triple. So this is not 189 or 537 or 6. This is 2 or 4. Now, 1 is not allowed to connect to 2. Oh, bother. 2. It could be 8, 2, or 1, 4, or 9, 4. Yeah, I don't think any of those are ruled out as far as I can see. How can it be 9, 4? What am I talking about? No, it can't be 9, 4. It's either 8, 2. This can't be 9 anymore because that doesn't connect to 2 or 4. So this is 9. Right, sorry. Just can't work this out. So we've got a 1, 8 there. This is a 2, 4, 9 triple. This is a 1, 5, 8 triple. That's clear. It cannot be 1, 2, but it can be 8, 2 as an X or 1, 4 as a V. Wow, okay. Now what about this? You see, this is less good than, because we don't have this 5 sticking its nose in. 1, 4, 3, 6, and 7. So 1 can join to 4. 4 can join to anything but 7. Oh, these obviously can't be 7s. This could be 1, 4, well, 4 could join to any of those numbers, and even 3 and 6 can join together. So I don't know what's going on with that. Ah, wait, now. This number cannot appear here or here by the rule of double joinedness. It's not that helpful. I suppose these two can be the same. Oh, this can't be a 4, of course, by Sudoku. That's 1, 3, 6, or 7. Now, these two could be 3, 6, 3, 7, 7, 6. This can't be a 1, though, because that doesn't join to 3, 6, or 7. So actually, that is the same as that, definitely, because this cell has to appear in one of these 3. It can't appear there by Sudoku, and there by the rule that would make these two whites, these two dots the same colour. I don't think that does much for here. Ah, wait, maybe there's a number that can't go here. 1 would need a 9. No. Oh, 6 can't go here. That's quite interesting because that can't be 3, 4, 5, or 7. That's a bit weird. So if 1 goes here, that's a 9. 6 can't go here. If 3 goes here, that's a 6, which would make this a definite 7. And I don't think this would be possible. It can't be 3 and 6 because that would make that a 7 and that a 7, and that couldn't join to 1 or 4. So it's not 3 and 6. So this isn't a 3. Okay, well, we're getting a bit more limited. If this is a 4, I think there are lots of possibilities, annoyingly. This could be 2, 8, or 6. So, oh, that's annoying. If this is a 6, this is impossible. We worked that out. If this is a 7, this would be 6 or 8. Oh, well, okay. At least we've limited it to those possibilities. Yeah, this wasn't the next thing to do. I don't know what it is, but it wasn't there. Okay, now along here we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. That one can't be 4. That one can't be 9. Ah, 5 can't be on a double dot, so those aren't 5s. Oh, this can't be 5 because of the box. So 5's definitely in one of those two cells. Now, 9 can't be here because it only joins to 1 or 8, not to 2, 3, or 4. This cannot be a 2, 3 pair because that's not allowed specifically in the rules. So one of those is a 4. This is either a 4, 2 black dot or a 4, 3 white dot. One of those is 4, so these two don't include 4. Is it just me, or is this getting harder at this point rather than easier? Now, 2, 3, or 4. The trouble is 4 can join to anything. 4 is definitely there. So 4 is definitely not in these cells because that would break this weird double jointed rule one way or the other. If you put 4, well, 4 can't be there anyway, but if you put 4 here, then as you couldn't put 4 there, you'd put it here. And now both of these cells would be joined by the same dots to, well, yeah, to this. So 4 is here. That's not a 4 now. I don't know if that's done anything, but it's quite nice to place a 4 because 4 is so linkable. Now, this can't be 2. Okay, so if this is a 2, this is definitely an 8. Oh, but then if this is a 2, that's a 4, and this is an 8. Then how do they connect up? You can't put a 2 here. If that's a 4 and that's an 8, they don't have any other connection apart from a 2. Okay, so that's not a 2. Oh, can we do the same? If it's a 3, then this is 4. You've got 3, 4. Then this is 6 or 7. This is almost too complicated to work out. I think that does work, annoyingly. I'm sorry if there's some clearer way through this. It is, I find it absolutely mind-bending. Now that can't be a 9, that can't be a 2. This dot doesn't look that interesting to me. All I know, well, we can't have a 9 or 4 in it, or a 1 or 2. It's got to be about this little segment, hasn't it? This, by just Sudoku, well, it can't be 5 because that would be on a double dot. 3, 6, 7, or 8. I think it can't be 8 because that would be, well, maybe it can. 8 would need 7 or 9 here. 7 could connect to 3. 8, 4, 3, 7. It can be 8. Bother. This is 2, 3, or 4. Oh, this is doing my head in. 2, 3 or 4 connects to either 8. We're not allowed a 4 here, obviously. 4 could connect to 6 or 7. And no, 3 could connect to 6 or 7, sorry. And 4, if that's a 4, that's a 3. This is 6 or 7. So something that joins 4 and 6 or 7. We're not allowed 5. Suppose this could be, no, this can't be a 3. Because that's going to be a 3 as well then. So if that's a 4, this can't be a 3. I don't know what possibilities to put in here. 4 connecting to 6 or 7, that's what I'm trying to look at. Six, 7, 8, and am I saying it can't be 3 or 5? Yes, I am. Okay, so they're the only possibilities. And I don't think that's really advanced my cause at all. I need another grey dot, Niverio. I don't know that. I mean, I'm sure there is a way of doing this, but I can't see it. 7's in one of those cells. Is that interesting? This is hard. It's definitely here, isn't it? Or is it here? This is a long run of dots. Or is there some double or triple suddenly popping up somewhere? 9 has to be in one of those 2 cells. Oh, 7. No, we've got 7 there. Sorry, 7's in one of those 3. That's. Thought I was suddenly onto it, but it's absolute bobbins. Maybe I should know what comes in the middle of 3, 6, 7. But I don't know. They are totally variable. Maybe the middle of this can't include a 1 because it would need a 4 on one side and a 9 on the other. A 4, it can, because that would have 3 on one side, 6 on the other. 3, similar, no. 6, no. Okay, that didn't go very far. Good Lord, I just don't know what to do. Okay, 9 in this column. There's only 2 places, but I don't really know how that helps. Unless I can find another digit that can barely appear in the column. How about this column? 7's in one of those 3. Can 7 be here with... Yeah, I don't see why not. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I don't know how to make progress here. Okay, well maybe this was quite constrained. If this was a 7, then where's 7 up here? It would have to be there because yellow can't be 7 and 7 couldn't be directly above this one. So if that's a 7, this is 6 or 8 with a white dot. This is a 3, 6 pair. Ah, if that's... Oh, yeah, if this is 7, that's 7. I was just thinking I could rule out this being 7 suddenly, but I can't. These would be... We'd definitely put a 4 in the middle if that was 7. That would have to be a 4, I think. If this... Oh, I don't know what I meant to think. Maybe this can't be 1. That would have to be 9. 1 and 9 like that. Then this would be 9. This would be 9. This would be 9. can this be 7? If that's 7, that's 7. If that's 7, that's 7. That's weird. Both of those are true though, but if that's 7, that's 7. So whichever of these is 7, that's never 7. Because it's either connected by a white dot, yeah, by a double white dot to there, or it sees that. So that's never a 7. This is 3 or 6, right? 3 would be sitting, well, obviously in the middle of 6, 7, and 6 would be in the middle of 3, 7. Come on, only one of these is right. Can I work out which one is wrong somehow? Oh, does this mean this can never be 3, 6, or 7? Because it sees both of those and that. No, it doesn't. Okay, come on, think again. Think clearly. If this is 6, whatever this is has to be in one of these cells. Whatever this is seeing both of those by the double jot rule and that by ordinary Sudoku. So whatever that is in one of these cells. So this is not a 1-4 pair, and therefore 1 is not here. That doesn't mean, oh, what have I done? 1 is not here. So 1 is in one of these two cells. Can 1 really be here? No, because it doesn't join to 3, 6, or 7. So 1 in this row is definitely here. Yeah, 1 can't be in the middle because that's not a 4-9 pair. 1 can't be there because it would keep 3 or 6 out of both of those cells, and this cell needs to be in one of those two. 1 can't be there because that is not 4 or 9. Same there, so 1 in row 4 is there. This is now a 9. Right, that does fix 9 in the top row. That can't be a 1. Come on, come on. Give me something. 9 is there. 9 is there. Why is that so impossible to see? This is not 9. So we need an 8 in one of these cells. We've always needed that. That's not very exciting. We need a 4 in this column, and there's now only one place for it, up there. That's good. Right, 2 there. This can't be 1 by the double rule, because that would be 2 different connected dots between 2 and 1. So 8 there. This is not 8. Now, these are surely, no, they're not going to necessarily be a white dot. That could be 3, 7. Oh, it could be 3, 6. Could be a black dot or an X. Okay, bother. 2 there. So this can't be a 2. So this is a 3, 4 pair. Aha. So this is a 2, 5 pair. This seems to be the only place for 9 in this row. Probably has been for a long time and I haven't been noticing. Now, 3, 4 pair means that 3 can't be here because the rule is that either 3 and 3 there would be double jointed through this. Anyway, it can't be. So this is a white dot. One of them is a 7, therefore. Yes. And therefore this is not a 7 and is a 3. 3, 9, 2, 4. There's a 7 here. That is 5, 6, or 8. This is 1, 5, 6, or 8. Maybe I can do more here. If that was an 8, 7, 4, 3, actually I think that works. And if this is a 6, 7 pair, that can be a 3, 4 pair, and I think that works too, so I can't do more there. But I've got a 2, 5 pair over here. Let's remove the 4, the 5 corner marks. 1 in this row is there. I hear the drilling again. 8, 9, 1. These are from 3, 5, 6, and 7, obviously. 8's in one of those. 8 has to be in one of these 3. That's not interesting. How can I be this close and not know what's going on? I still feel I haven't really understood how this puzzle works. Right, what about this? Can't be 2, 9 or 4. 1 doesn't join to those. So 3, 5, 6, 7 or 8. 8, 7 is possible. Oh, 1 in this box seems to be limited to just that cell now. Now that can't be a 1. That's quite exciting. That was good pencil marking. Right, 1 there. This must be a 5. Yes, that's a 1. This can't be a 5. So 8's in one of those two cells. It's not here. This pair can't... Oh, it could have a 5. It could be 5, 6. I'm sorry, you can probably see what I can't here. Where's 5 in this column? Can't be there, so it is here. It's on the dot. It is a 5, 6 dot. That's an 8. That's a 6. This is 8. 2, 9, 4, 8, 6. This has become 7. So 7 must join to 3. It can't join to 4. 7 and 4 are joined together by 6 or 8. I don't know which. Do I know which? That's an X. That's a white dot. This is a white dot. This can be X or black dot. I don't know which. But this is a 2, 3, 7 triple in the box. This isn't 7 or 6. And it's not 3. That is a 5. Right. 3 there. Honestly, just ordinary Sudoku seems impossible suddenly in this puzzle. Those can't be 6s. I'm going to take 6 out of all of those cells. This can't be a 3. That's a 4. 4 doesn't join to 7. That's about the only thing it doesn't join to. So that's a 3. 7 in the yellow. Don't know about the 3, 6 pair. I think they could work either way. This 2, 5 pair is done. Central digit is a 2. 6 and 8 are a pair here. I've got everything pencil marked. This dot seems ambiguous and these dots seem ambiguous, so the rest must be Sudoku. There's no 7 there. This is a chocolate teapot quintuple. Right, something down here. 419. I can't see it. There must be some... Okay, I have to think about the dots more, do I? I mean, I could tell that's not a 2 or a 7 by uniqueness, but I'm not allowed to use that. Five, 6, 8 pair. What on earth? It must be something on the dots, right? Oh, so 3 there means this 3, 7 is an X, so this can't be an X, so that is a 6, right? I forgot one of my rules, having carefully formulated all these new rules to understand how to do this puzzle. I managed to not remember them all to the end. That's a 2. This is 3. That's 7. And finally, limping over the line with a dinosaur. What a puzzle. That really is quite dynamic. I mean, absolutely fascinating. Not what I was expecting at all, and really mind-bending. Really interesting puzzle by Niverio. Thanks to them for sending it. Thank you to you for watching me struggle my way through this. I'd be fascinated to know if you got a handle on this much quicker than I did. It may well be the case, but let me know in the comments what you thought of the puzzle and the solve. And I'll see you again on the channel soon. Bye for now.